Hello everyone, welcome you all in my channel. So today I am going to explain the another topic of method of educational psychology. So this is the last topic. Of methods of educational psychology. So let's explain. So today's topic is the survey method. Today's topic is the survey method. So this method is also linked the survey. Survey means we know about the it's also based on the social science. So it is also based on the social factor. So we can say that the survey method or survey research is a new techniques for social science. So these techniques also used to opinions, attitudes and social factors. So this factor is used to opinions, attitude and social factor. So this method is characterizes the whole populations. So this method is also characterize the whole population. So survey is the based on the population based method. So in this session the researcher go to the society and survey on his need. So this is the survey method of whole population. So survey is basically mention some rules. Number one, survey is based on his own areas or on social factors. Number two is related incidents. This social, we know that this society also based on our great populations, and it is also related to incident to another. And it's thirdly is it a create relationship. So it is the relationship factor. And this survey also lastly a distribution. So it is distribution the whole data. So it is works like a chain system. So this survey method is, we know about the survey, know about the related incidents, know about the relationship and know about the distributions. Now we know about the types of survey method. So at first we know what is the survey method and his incidental or relationship or distribution status, and now we know about the survey method types. So survey method types has 4 parts. So what are those? Number 1, personal interview. Number 2, questionnaire and survey interview. And number 3 is telephone survey. And number 4, panel techniques. So those are the 4 types of survey method. Now we will discuss every part. So number 1 is personal interview. So personal interview is one-to-one interaction between the two people. One-to-one interaction between the two people. One people is interviewer and one people is interviewee. So there are the two people is also linked there. So interview conduct when a person and another. So we can identify that one is interviewer and one is interviewee. So this personal interview has 3 factors. What are those factors? Number 1, accessibility. Number 2, cognition. And number 3 is motivation. So what is the factors of accessibility? Accessibility means is a response. Accessibility means a respondent is called respondent. And cognition means is understand the whole things. And motivation means respond to the answer accurately. So those are the interview factor, three interview factor. So now we know about the personal interview based on type. So personal interview also based on two types. Number one is structured and number two is unstructured interview. So number one is structured interview and number two is unstructured interview. So structured interview ki what is this structured interview? It is also set pattern. It also be set pattern and it is also a close ended, and he must maintain some schedule. He must maintain some schedule. So this is the structured based personal interview system. And another is the unstructured. There is the open ended, there is no order, no maintain, there is no structure. It's called unstructured, and there is no flexibility. It's most important, this is no flexibility. So that is the personal interview unstructured types. Now the combination of interview. So combination of interview, individual and the individual vary. So in this interview session, one individual to another individual vary to each other, and this individual to group, a individual also vary on a group. So this is the combination of interview factor. And last not last, group of interview. In group of individuals, so there is a group of individual, there is a individual to individual, next is individual to group, and there is a individual group to individual, and lastly is the group to group. So this in combination of interview also varied these four types of factors. Now we discuss about the questionnaire or questionnaire and survey method. So what is the questionnaire and the survey? So at first we hear this word questionnaire means here some making some questions. So it is most low cost and self reporting method. So it is the so much low costed and so much reported method, and it's also useful the collecting demographic information like knowledge, like attitudes, etc. So it is the questionnaire survey when a researcher collecting data about the any kinds of author, any kinds of knowledgeable things, that times use this questionnaire and survey. Next is the telephone survey. So this telephone survey is based on the SMS system. So it is based on the SMS system. When a TV program, when a TV channel conducting a program, and that times he asking some questions about the program, and the viewer who are watching this program, and that times he put his answer by the SMS. So this program is based on the SMS program. So this program is based on the telephone, and this program is advantage is it is so much time saving program. So, number 4 is panel techniques. So panel techniques is a successive information of the some sample. So panel techniques is based on the wide or expensive. Is a panels in technique is a wide and some techniques. It is more accurate and consistency. So panel techniques is successive informations interview of the some sample. So we have discussed about the 4 types of survey method, those are interview, those are questionnaire, those are telephone survey and the panel techniques. Now we are going to discuss about the factors of survey method. So there are the three factors effective the survey method. Number one is the direct contact with the sample. When when the person is direct contact to the sample, when a person directly acquired the sample from the society or to the others, this is called direct contact with the sample. Next, number two is the willingness and the cooperative sample. When a person collected some sample from the society, that times it is called cooperative sample. And the third factor is the trained personnel. Trained personnel, when a person is trained by personally, that times this is the factor effective to the survey method. Now we know, and lastly we know about the advantage and disadvantage about the survey method. So what is the advantage and what is the disadvantage of survey method? Its advantages are its wide scope, and number two is the great deal of information. So it is a great deal of information. Next, thirdly is interdisciplinary value. This advantage of this survey method is interdisciplinary value. And number four, can study topic like attitude, like value, etc. So those are the advantages of survey method. And the disadvantages of survey method are not in depth. So it is not in depth. So next is the practical problem, and third is the phone to sampling error. When you are collecting the data from the phone, at that times it will be the sampling error, conducted some sampling error. So it is the another disadvantage of this survey method. And lastly is the next need expert demands. So this is the total framework of this survey method, and this is the last method of methods of educational psychology. So today we have learned about what is the survey method, what is the types of the survey method, what is the factor of the survey method, and know about the advantage and disadvantage of survey method. So class, today I have quit this session here. Next day we will know about the another topic in another session. So bye.